Dun dun.
The justice.
Go.
A nationwide petition is calling for members of the Electoral College to vote Hillary Clinton instead of Donald Trump on December 19th. More than 4.3 million people have signed the Change.org petition since November 9th, with numbers quickly increasing. The Electoral College will meet 41 days after Election Day on December 19th to cast their official vote. In most cases, all the electoral votes from each respective state go to the candidate who received the popular vote. However, there is no constitutional requirement that forces electors to vote for the candidate their state chose. The petition is calling for electors to invoke the constitutional right and vote in favor of electing Hillary Clinton. While this action is technically permitted by the Constitution, many election experts are calling this outcome highly improbable. Harvard professor Lawrence Trott says that without support from Hillary Clinton or Barack Obama, an election reversal seems doomed to fail.
So, Isaiah, how do you feel about the presidential election?
Same.
You don't know? Thank you very much for your commentary. Can I shake your hand?
Once again, the classic cartoon The Simpsons was right, this time predicting the 2016 election. The season 11 episode Bart the Future predicted Donald J. Trump would one day become president of the United States. In the episode, Bart sees a vision of his future in which Lisa becomes president. Lisa is cleaning up the mess left behind by Trump, whom she has usurped. Writer Dan Greeny of the show said to Hollywood Reporter that having Trump play president was a, quote, warning to America. Greeny said it was pitched because it is consistent with the vision of America going insane. A poster falls out of a child's hands as Trump makes his way down the escalator in the episode. The exact same situation occurs, and Trump's move down the escalator at Trump headquarters. Coincidence or not, similar clues in the episode foreshadow Trump's exact moves. In the first Simpsons episode post-election, the creators acknowledged their keen prediction and the opening theme. Bart is seen writing, quote, "Being right sucks," repeatedly on a class chalkboard.
How do you feel about the election and justice? Ma'am?
Following the election of Donald Trump, the country has erupted into a series of protests. Demonstrators are speaking out against the president-elect's perceived policies on immigration, LGBTQ rights, and healthcare access. One such protest was held here on LSU's campus. LSU's Black Student Union and NAACP chapters organized the event. A diverse group of students gathered together in the quad to discuss their concerns following the election. The SU President Destiny Merida and NAACP President Montorius Howard joined together to plan the event. Howard said that the protest was not to disregard Trump's election, but to ensure that all voices on campus are heard. "You want to show the country that this is a place where everybody should be valued for who they are and not what you think they are," Howard said. While LSU's protests remain peaceful, not all have. In a number of cities around the country, protesters and counter-demonstrators have resorted to vandalism and violence.
Justice.
Fans of the Obamas take to the internet to share how they feel about their departure from the White House. People have gone to social media to share their opinions about President Obama leaving office in January. The majority of millennials are sad to see the president and his administration leave. One fad that has developed in response to the election is the creation of, quote, Joe-Obama memes. A meme is a humorous image or video spread rapidly by internet users. The Joe-Obama memes often depict Vice President Joe Biden telling a joke at President-elect Donald Trump's expense. After he says his joke, President Obama counters him with a retort or humors his childlike humor. Many of the memes also depict the vice president planning a prank to leave behind for the new president-elect. Twitter user Male Thoughts is a significant source of these memes. Some of the memes include a picture of First Lady Michelle Obama and future First Lady Melania Trump. The picture's captions usually explain a conversation in which Melania copies whatever Michelle says. This alludes to Melania plagiarizing Michelle's speech given at the Democratic National Convention in December of 2008.
Reince Priebus, you're hired.
President-elect Donald Trump has named Reince Priebus and Steve Bannon as the first two members of his cabinet. Former chair of the Republican National Convention, Priebus was selected as the new White House Chief of Staff. Newly appointed Chief Strategist Steve Bannon previously served as the chief of Trump's campaign. Bannon was also considered for the position of Chief of Staff. President-elect has said that Bannon and Priebus will work as equal partners throughout the administration. No other positions have been formally filled, but there are some high-profile people being considered. Former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani is in consideration for the Attorney General and Secretary of State positions. Former Republican presidential candidates Bobby Jindal and Mike Huckabee are in the running for Health and Human Services Secretary. Former Alaskan Governor Sarah Palin is in Interior Secretary consideration, and presidential-elect Trump's transition team recently replaced New Jersey Governor Chris Christie with Mike Pence as its head. Trump has denied that there is infighting within this transition team, saying that the process is, quote, very organized.